Really liked this movie. It was boring at times, but there is a lot to talk about for this movie, to be honest. Strom, I really like Strom. He's probably my favorite Jigsaw. Amanda was okay, but her whole unescapable traps really ruined it for her. John Kramer was okay, but Strom, I already really liked him after the ending of the fifth movie. And in this movie, he just shows that he is a total badass in two different scenes. He kills Erickson and the girl that survived in the fourth movie in the most badass way possible, plus a nobody that we don't even know the name of. And then later, to escape a bear trap, he mangles himself just so he won't die. He was just such an awesome character. And there was a few things I didn't like about this, though, obviously, because it was a little bit boring at times, like I already said. It was a good movie, but definitely wasn't the best. I wish they would have used other characters more, because most of the Saw movies would focus on at least 2 or 3 main characters. This one focused on one, and then threw in a backstory at the end. And the guy that plays Roderick in the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies is actually in that, which I thought was a surprise. And I just knew that he was gonna kill the guy that killed his father. It just seemed so predictable. So when he did, I really liked that scene. Another thing is, none of the Jigsaw killers really left fingerprints. I don't think his name is Strom. Why was I calling him Strom? Strom is the guy that he kills in Saw. Hoffman, yeah, I really liked Hoffman. Anyway, I don't understand what Hoffman's little motivation was for using, Strom's body part, his hand, and trying to frame him by using his fingerprint on one of the people that Hoffman killed. Like, what was the motivation? They already believe it's Strom. They're having trouble believing it, but they think it's him. All the evidence points to it being him, and they already thought it was him. What was the point of rubbing a dead hand on the body? And that ended up kind of screwing him over, but he was just such a cool killer. So, I hope we get to see more of him in Saw 7, the final chapter. And then I will be watching the reboot of Jigsaw 2017. And I heard there's a new movie out called Spiral in the Saw series. But it's not on a streaming app, I don't think. And it's not in theaters where I live. So probably won't be watching that anytime soon. And there's more to talk about Amanda. I like that they used her more in this in flashbacks. I didn't really care for Amanda, like I already said, but she should have been used more. She gets used more in this, but they try and make it really confusing. And I think it was Saw 3, maybe 2, they set up, like, once she joins Jigsaw, she's reborn, and she's like a whole new person, right? But she can't leave behind cutting. So that John doesn't know that she's cutting. Instead of cutting on her arms, we see in a scene she pulls her pants down and she cuts on her legs instead. because she just can't give it up. So that was kind of a unique thing and a good detail. But 3 movies later, they decide to randomly say that she kind of helped Cecil kill Gideon, Jigsaw's baby, and the reason she killed Lynn, even though she didn't really need any motivation. I thought her motivation in Saw 3 was fine. They decide to add some more motivation, and that the reason she killed Lynn was to hide a dirty secret, which I thought didn't really make any sense. And that the reason she killed Lynn was that she needs to hide the dirty secret that she killed Jigsaw's son, which I thought made 0 sense though. Like, I get she's a druggie, so it kind of makes sense. At the same time, it really doesn't fit into the story. It just felt like really forced to give Amanda more screen time. Could have just showed more scenes of her and Hoffman interacting, now that we know that Hoffman was first, but he knew Amanda was there in the 5th movie, and we never really got them interacting. So if we got them interacting more, it would have been cool, not just this forced thing and giving a reason to kill Lynn, even though the reason in the 3rd movie was just, hey, they never learn anything. What is the point of these traps? And I just don't get it. But yeah, it was a good movie. So let's see. Most of the movies in the series didn't do too well, even though it's a popular series. 40% definitely deserves it, because it wasn't the best, but it was a good movie.